Yo, what is good, YouTube? We are back with another video. It's currently 5:53. I've had some time to think about how I wanted to start this video. Honestly, I didn't really have any I don't know, but we are not coming here today with good news. This is gonna be my first psych video, psyche, mental mindset video, and it's not even for y'all. It's really for me, because I know better. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know what I'm not supposed to be doing. And I know the dreams that I have and the goals I want to achieve, and you're not gonna reach them if you continue to go down this path, if you continue to just make silly mistakes, if you continue to just not be disciplined in all aspects of your you feel me? Yeah. Especially when you know you hold so much power and responsibility in your hands. It just doesn't make sense to now come and ruin your own opportunity. And there's nothing or nobody I can blame but myself. Why I did it, we'll get into later as we're going through the trade recap. But it's just hard. It's a hard career to navigate, I should say. And y'all might be asking, what am I talking about? But look, I didn't know y'all could see that. I thought I had that's funny. I thought I had paused the recording, but anyways, that's what I wanted to show y'all. From the next accounts have been breached. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We lost the full 5 stack. I was contemplating what I'm gonna name this. I think I'm gonna go with this first one. You're the reason you're losing. I think it's a view grabber, I should say. So I think I'm gonna go with this one, but just beating myself up over my decisions. But yeah, we did blow the 5 stack. We had some executions here. We had some executions here. And we had some more executions here. So just nothing to be proud of. Let me show y'all. We're down. These accounts are breached. and we are down $8,800 on the day, so essentially 9K. If we go to reports, I really messed up, man. But we lost a lot of money. We lost 2.7K today, 2,700 on my Lucid account, and I lost 2,200 on my second Lucid account. So that's pretty depressing. I think we can just get into the charts. I'll show y'all my executions for today. I'll show y'all my thought process on why I took these trades. And if y'all could tell, there's something I struggle with, because obviously I don't have strict rules like one trade a day. I mean, obviously I do have my one trade a day rule, but it's more so loose and bendable compared to other traders that y'all may watch. But obviously I do usually do one trade a day. And I'm not also too strict on when I can trade. Obviously I trade Asia sometimes I trade prior to market opening. I've had some of my best trades in Asia, some of my best trades prior to market opening. So I'm not strict on that, but when I'm not strict on that, it also leads me to being susceptible to taking trades, whether win or loss, outside of my predominant session. And once I lose, and this is just me talking about myself, once I lose, it's now like, okay, I lost in a session. That's not my main session, but I still have my main session to trade. So then it's like, whether I win or lose, I now look to try and double up in New York. If it's a win, it can be good. Obviously, I already won prior to market open. And if it's a loss, now it's like I'm looking for a second trade, and then I end up risking and losing more than I'm supposed to on the day. But let's get into the recap and the trades. So obviously today's Monday. What is good, y'all? We are back with another video. Today's August 24th. Today's Monday. First trade I wanted to take, I wanted longs. Why? Okay. The reason I took this first trade right here, tapped into this 15-minute gap. Just wanted to see longs. I like the hold that we had right here. Did inverse the gap. Look at 726. Actually, we didn't inverse the gap. So we could see right here, we failed to inverse this 15-minute gap. I was like, okay, we're bullish. And I took longs. I don't know what was wrong with my stop. I'll just go ahead and look at this real quick. Okay, what was that? August 21, 23rd. What's tomorrow? What was yesterday? 23rd. 9/20. Okay, so this was my first bid right here. The longs, I got stopped at 555. Probably should have had a better stop. If I did, this would have been a winner. But this was the first play I had took longs. It did end up running. I was probably targeting this high. Bad stops, took a $200 loss on it. We then end up creating another 15-minute bullish gap. We left these highs right here. We have Asia high above us. I'm looking at all of this right here, and I'm like, this is just LR. We could run through this, and we can just sweep out the highs and potentially target this Asia that we left. This 15-minute bullish gap does not hold, and we end up falling through it. Those are my first two trades. This second trade that I took at 836, I lost $500 on. So big loss. I think these niggas on the game. These niggas is not in the game. Okay, I took a pretty big loss off this one right here. Then my next trade was a little bit later. So this was at 836. This one was at 922. Tapped into a 5-minute bearish gap. Obviously we're not bullish because we would have respected this bullish gap. So disrespecting bullish gaps, respecting bearish, or not respecting, but We're holding within this 5-minute bearish gap if we do want to see lows. Also, technically left equal lows, not the most equalist, right? So you can argue about it, but I guess we swept it out. But this is not the sweep you want to see when trying to look for a reversal. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, we can look to hunt these lows again, right? So I was like, okay, I took 2 losses, but they were baby losses. This first one was 200. This one was a full size, so I probably should have been done for the day, but I wasn't. I then 5-minute hold. We were not accumulating, but we were holding is what I'll call this right here. This range right here, or this zone right here, we were holding. So once I started to see a push down, I was like, okay, I really like this. We go down to the 30, and I'm sure there's a 30 gap somewhere, or a 30-second gap. And this is muddy for sure, but I think it was this 30 gap that we were holding. So it's like once I see this flip, I'm like, okay, price can potentially, and I'll go ahead and delete all of these real quick. Once I see this bullish gap flip, it's like, okay, I can look for price to flush. And as you can see, we did inverse it, got stopped out. We did end up chopping around a little bit in this zone right here. One more manipulation higher, and then we just end up flushing. And I saw this and I was like, dang, like, because I in my opinion, I did get hold on this one. I don't know, we accumulated, so which is one thing. I did want us to just flush right away out this 5 in the gap. Us accumulating and manipulating and then delivering is kind of weak or whack. But once I took this loss, I think I was off the market. I was off the charts. So this is 930. Essentially got stopped out by 7 points, and this would have made my P's back and more, which is pretty just sad to see or to look at. And then we get over here and we create this 30-minute gap and we create this 15-minute gap. Obviously we're bearish. Look at what market did. We left these lows, hunted them, swept into a 5-minute gap, swept out lower. We created this low right here at 1056, and what I essentially just want to see is us trade back into this 30-minute potentially, us trade back into this 15-minute potentially, and just continue to go lower, right? And hindsight, what was this, 1122? Oh man, at 1122. Okay, actually we didn't lose on this trade. Okay, so I had marked this up, but this was a break-even trade right here. This was a break-even trade, so I didn't even lose nothing on this right here. Just wanted to show you how I took it. But then right here, we could see that the 30-minute ended up staying unmitigated, and so did the 15-minute. But we did get this 1-minute inverse, and I really liked it. And I've seen this play before where we get super close to touching these draws, and I don't want to miss out on a clean play just because we didn't hit a high time frame PD array. But we had swept out this internal structure that we had. It would have been a plus if we did end up tagging into these gaps and sweeping out this LR that we had right here, but we didn't, right? But we did end up sweeping out this internal once again, and I had took this play right here. And what happened was at 1147, what happened was I got break even, and that sucks. I got break even on this play. How was I break even already? I know I had got break even. I had these lows marked out that I wanted to see get ran. This is just the most obvious LR that we have, or the most obvious LR that is LR, you feel me? If that makes sense. I ended up getting break even. Even if I took P's on this play, I might have I would have been in P's for the day. But when it's not New York AM, I'm not looking at the trades for real. And we ended up getting break even, which is just depressing. But And the thing is, I wasn't even targeting this low. This was the break even, but we had two New York AM lows, yeah, right here, that I had marked out on my chart. It was a New York PM low. These two, yep, no cap in my game. I had these two marked out, and I wanted to see these get hit. I get break even, and we just run. And I was just so sick because, as y'all can see, this was a 4,400 play. Had my stops at this high 4,400. I would have been overly paid. It would have been a done day, and I got to break even on this coming or overnight. So that was just depressing. And it's like you're one break even away from having for this recap being a completely different conversation. Anyways, seeing this happen was super sick. Just went to sleep off of it. At this point, I think we're down like a total of a band or so coming into New York AM. Obviously, once again, New York AM is my main session, so now I'm looking to really take a trade. I see we left these London lows. I could see we retraced higher. And right here, I'm just looking for these lows to get swept. Right here, we started going lower, left these lows right here, and it's like, man, this shit sucks, bro. We left this internal low right here. We tag into a 15-minute gap, and I just get hezzied, man. I just get hezzied. Tagged into the gap, set my SL at the swing high, and this was probably I'm not even gonna say this was the best trade for today, because I think this would have been my banger play. This was the best trade I liked today, and I just got to break even on it, which sucks. But we tagged into this 15-minute bearish gap and get this nice V shape, which is what you want to see. You get your 1 minute inverse, which is what you want to see. I did not front run either, and I just get hezzied, and that, that's part of it. That's part of the game, and I'm not mad at this loss. It is what it is. This was a clean play. Took a full size loss on this play right here, and just pretty depressing all in all. Thought we were gonna go tag these lows. Looked pretty good. Thought this was LI we were accumulating. London lows right here. I was bearish on the day. Overnight, we're just selling off. Like, this is just obvious. This is the most sell model sell that you could like just sell. Like I thought we would just go lower. I was wrong. Ended up leaving this internal high, and now we come in the New York AM session, and we have this 4-hour bearish gap right here. As y'all can see, we have this 4-hour bearish gap right here, and we left this internal high right here. So coming into today, I'm looking for a reshape of this internal high within this 4-hour bearish, and I'm just looking for us to go lower. Right, that's my idea coming into today. Right, once again, this internal high, we're in this 4-hour bearish gap. I want to see it get swept at the most or at the minimum, and I want to take shorts. And at the open, what happened? Okay, yeah, so yeah, and off the open, so right here, this, oh my god, bro, I hate market, bro. Because I took this play at 6:30. I was like, okay, fine. And we can see right here, we're just accumulating. We're accumulating. Off the open, I once again want to see us manipulate higher, reshape the high, then go lower. And I guess I should mark out this internal high that we have as well. And I think we did create a 15. Why do I have this marked out? I could see it's a 15. Let me go ahead and delete all of this real quick. Okay, so it was a 15, right? That we were accumulating within. Didn't want to see Judas longs though. Once again, just I'm really bearish on the day. Want to see these shorts play out. And right here, we get a sweep of this internal high, and I'm like, it's over with. Once I seen this candle right here, I knew market was on BS. They didn't even give us a chance today. London low gets swept immediately. We left this 5-minute behind. I was like, okay, I want to see us tag back into the 5-minute, get 5-minute conch shorts. Did not get 5-minute conch shorts. Left this 15-minute behind. And right here, I wanted to see us tag the 15 and get comp shorts to these New York AM lows and these not stack lows, but these are weak lows, man. Like you could just tell sometimes. I just wanted to see us run these one more time. Right here at 901, I took another bid. I took shorts again at 901 and I got stopped out in 24 seconds. And I took another $200 loss. Probably just bad stop placement. Because we did end up running somewhat. Probably could have made some type of cheese on this play right here. And by this time, I wasn't crashing out, but I just didn't care no more. So I was like, F it. And then right here is my last play of the day. This is my last attempt at redemption. This is my last attempt at trying to salvage what this day was. And as you can see, let me get rid of this. Okay, I'm tripping. As you can see, we have this 15-minute gap right here. And I just really want to see some type of rejection out of here, some type of continuation, some type of anything. And when we're on the 15-minute time frame, and y'all could just see market is just on boof. This is just not good price action. Once again, tap CE of this 15-minute gap. Right, we tap CE of this 15-minute gap, and I just want to see price melt one more time. Let me just get rid of this right here. And what am I targeting? These lows once again, potentially going break even at some point in here. This was my break even point right here. This was my break even point, and we tag into the gap, and I think I took a 30-second. Once again, I did not inverse, but I did not front run, but at this point, who even cares? Took this inverse right here, got in, and at this point I could have went break even, but I was like, if it runs, it runs. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And we get a nice clean play, chopped down and drawdown, almost got stopped out, didn't. We ended up running, and I was like, I didn't even care. Once again, I didn't care. At this point, if I didn't hit on this big winner of 2,800, nothing would have mattered. So I mean, I guess it does, because there's always a tomorrow, and this was a band, and I probably could have targeted this low hanging fruit, but I just didn't care. I didn't care. And that's just me giving up on the day, which I probably shouldn't have, and that's just a talk I'll have with myself. But I didn't care, and so I didn't even go break even though this was my break even point. I didn't go break even, and I ended up getting stopped out, but we did end up running a little bit, so this was on me. 50-point trade is always good eats, and I would take that any day of the week, but now it's like, hold on, yeah, my boys just texting me, they're trying to hop on the game. But it's like I could have pulled this, but I didn't care. And that is all my trades for today. So now y'all are gonna be asking, what is my plan for tomorrow? So let me go ahead and just show y'all the accounts that I got right now. So let me show y'all. These are the accounts. These were the accounts, I should say. This is just embarrassing. $69 left. This account was one trade away, 1K drawdown left. Breached these 5 fund the next accounts. I don't know, just didn't. I don't know. I don't have no words, because I don't ever act this irrational, I should say. But today I did. And so my plan of action for tomorrow is just to get another 5-stack from a new firm that I've never heard of before, called Futures Elite. I just bought the 5-stack, and I will be trading these tomorrow. I bought the 5-stack, and I didn't even have an account, so I don't even know how to log in. Okay. So as y'all can see, 0 minutes ago. So I literally just pressed purchase. I'm gonna go ahead and activate these, and I'm gonna hit y'all in like. Okay, we are back. As y'all can see, these are the new accounts. Just added them. So 3-day pass. Let me just show y'all on their webpage. This is my longest video, 26 minutes. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I just copped these elite accounts. I bought the 50Ks, 3K profit target, 2K max loss end of day. I did go daily loss limit just because I don't care. Minimum trading days 3. I want 40% consistency. 5th account is free. Pretty neat. Why is it cheaper? Okay, I thought it was cheaper. Now it's gonna be pissed. But these are the accounts I bought. So just regular 50K accounts. Pretty nice rules too. 90-10 split, so that's pretty nice. No days in between payouts, which is pretty freaking. I don't know how I'm gonna go ahead and structure that, but that's pretty nice to hear. These are the accounts I bought. I just got a 5-stack, so hopefully today's Tuesday now, counting the next trading session. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I pass the accounts. By Friday, I'm funded again. They are 6 days till payout, which is super sneaky, but it is what it is. Hopefully, I can go on a run and just get back to just being me. Today was a very uncharacteristic type of move from me, but I just know I can't continue to have days like these. So this is my one and only warning to myself. I got to get better. I know I need to do better. Have not had a great year all in all. I need to be better for myself. I hope everyone's caught a dub today. If not, keep grinding. Why not us? And I'll leave some more stuff for tomorrow's video, but 27 minutes is crazy. I hope y'all boys had a great day. I love y'all. Why not us?